Imagine a showdown where the highest office in the land takes on a beloved daytime talk show host over comedy, free speech, and the power of a punchline. That's exactly what's unfolding as the White House slams Joy Behar, dubbing her Joyless Behar, for rallying in defense of Jimmy Kimmel and fellow comedians on The View. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this really just about bad ratings? Or is there a hidden agenda silencing voices that poke fun at the powerful? It all kicked off after Jimmy Kimmel Live made its triumphant return to ABC, following Kimmel's brief suspension sparked by his remarks about the late Charlie Kirk. On The View, Joy Behar didn't hold back, drawing parallels between oppressive regimes and how they often target comedians. Autocrats and dictators, she explained, go after comedians because they speak the truth, make you laugh, and that message sticks with you. They claim to be strong men, but they're actually weak. They can't handle a joke. For beginners wondering about this, think of it like this. Comedians use humor to highlight uncomfortable truths, much like how a court jester in medieval times could criticize kings without getting beheaded. Until the king got too thin-skinned. The White House wasn't amused. In a sharp retort shared with Entertainment Weekly, spokesperson Abigail Jackson fired back, calling Behar Joyless Behar and insisting she's off base on multiple fronts. Jackson argued that Kimmel's time off from ABC had zero to do with free speech. Free speech in this context means the right to express opinions without government censorship. But here we're talking about a private network's decisions. Instead, she pointed to his slipping viewership as the culprit, labeling him a low-ratings loser. Kimmel has always been free to crack whatever lame jokes he wants, Jackson stated. But ABC, as a private company, isn't obligated to pour money into a show that's not drawing crowds. They pull it and brought it back. That's their call, not a free speech battle. Jackson kept the jabs coming, declaring that Kimmel's terrible product stems from a talent problem, not censorship. And she didn't stop there, quipping that Joyless is probably sweating her own garbage ratings. We get it. Even President Trump weighed in via social media, tweeting, "Let Jimmy Kimmel rot in his bad ratings." It's a classic example of how public figures use humor or mockery to deflect criticism. But it raises eyebrows. Are these attacks fair, or are they just political potshots? And this is the part most people miss. Despite the White House's dismissal, Kimmel's comeback episode shattered records, pulling in 6.26 million viewers, a 10-year high for the show. According to ABC, this surge came amid a massive outcry from the public, who saw his suspension as an overreach. It begs the question, if ratings were truly the issue, why did the controversy boost them so dramatically? For those new to media dynamics, this illustrates how backlash can sometimes fuel popularity, turning a potential setback into a win. Of course, not everyone agrees on the interpretation here. Some might argue the White House has a valid point. Private companies like ABC should prioritize profits. And if a host's style isn't resonating, that's business, not politics. But others see it as a slippery slope, where criticizing powerful figures could lead to real-world consequences, even if it's cloaked as a ratings call. What do you think? Is the White House right to frame this as purely a talent and ratings fiasco? Or does it mask a broader threat to comedic freedom? Could comedians like Kimmel be modern-day truth-tellers? Or are they just entertainers cashing in on controversy? Drop your opinions in the comments. We'd love to hear if you side with Behar's bold stance or the White House's pragmatic view. Catch The View weekdays at 11, 10:30 on ABC for more lively discussions.